Tired of the silence, the sugar-coated lies. Another headline screaming behind vacant eyes. They build up their walls so high and so strong, but the truth's gonna break through before too long. Every single day, the same damn old game, pointing all the fingers, nobody takes the blame. This pressure's building, is starting to crack. Ain't no turning back now, ain't no holding back. I'm about to say it, yeah, I'm about to scream. Tired of the fake smiles, living in a dream. The real life's bleeding out in the cold. Gotta break the mold, gotta let it unfold. I'm about to say it, every single word. The uncomfortable truth finally gonna be heard. I'm gonna say it.
Grand Rising. Grand Rising to everyone. How is everybody doing? What it is, what it ain't. Let me remind you of something, that there's a hater somewhere hating on you right now, trying to stop you, but they can't. I just want you to know. Somebody needed to hear that. Somebody needed to know that. I know y'all like, hey, you finally starting? Hey, I apologize. Rudy and I had a father-daughter morning. Just took her to the mall, went and grabbed a bite to eat, and we're going to finish the day up with some bowling. So, that's why I'm coming at you late. Sorry, hold on, I'm doing something real quick. And I typically or normally have this set up already, but as you can tell, I am going slow, a little slow today. It's okay. But we're here. And at the end of the day, that's the main thing. We're here, right? But before I get started, though, there's something I want to address, and I promise you this is probably going to be the last time I address it, right? But for the people who keep hating on Tisa Tales, man, like let me just clarify something. Let me just break something down real quick. People say she was lying during the Puffy Jacket trial. She was lying, and she's only giving her opinion. She was only giving her opinion on things. She doesn't tell facts. That's what everybody. Every content creator that covered it was giving you their opinion. So she's not wrong for that. Now, as far as when it comes to the facts, I mean, the only people got the facts, people that was there. And even then, that doesn't count. Like, you can take what she was reporting and you can line it up right next to Inner City Press. And what she was saying, he was saying. And you can go and check Inner City Press's credentials. Right? So he's not no, small little content creator or anything like that. So to sit here and say that she wasn't telling or she wasn't stating facts when she was. And let's be honest, even when you give facts, I don't even if you was there and you giving facts. Here's another fact that you have to factor in, that even though these people are reporting facts, or people like her reporting facts, at the end of the day, it's still, the verdict really lied. Well, no, not really. It did. It lied at the hands and at the mercy of that jury. And as if you've been paying attention, as you can see for the past few days, it's already been stated that the jury was, now I don't want to say tainted, but in a way tainted. They definitely, there was some, what you call it? They didn't, what is the word? the jury is basically, they didn't do what the judge told them to do as far as not talking about things pertaining to the trial. Outside of that, don't talk about that, amongst each other. But that's okay, because a lot of people still are not going to believe that even after I said it. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to listen to the audio, and then this person can break it down to you more. And again, we told all you supporters of his that it wasn't over. And it's like we said, it's not over yet. You get me? So I know I'm on borrowed time right now. I'm on limited time, so we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna be like Trey Songz. I'm about to dive in. Just listen for a second. We are going to, and because the jury basically didn't do what they were supposed to do and didn't follow the orders given by the judge. Pink Tech, hey, thank you for that Forever Rosa. How are you? Thank you. That's my baby. Listen, by them not paying attention and doing what the judge ordered them to do, word on the curb is that the judge is considering overturning the jury's verdict. You get it? So listen. You working? You doing good? You okay? It's Just Grams. Welcome in. Adrienne. Shout out to It's Just Grams. She just got the number 2 gifter badge. Let's give it up for her. Good morning to you. Jessica Smith, welcome in. DJ Zay, the hottest DJ on TikTok. Welcome in, my brother. How you doing? Good morning to you. Jessica Smith, thank you for that heart me. I appreciate that, love. Thank you. Yeah, let's dive into this. Yeah, why you, for all my free Diddyers, while you over there celebrating, I just need whoever's the DJ at y'all celebration to just yank on that cord just a little bit and unplug it so the music stops. Let's pause on the celebration. Because, look, because there was, I don't even know the word. Just know the jury wasn't doing what they were supposed to do.
Okay, y'all, the streets
It's Just Grams. Thank you for the heart, me.
And the whispers is getting
Jenny in the
louder
building.
and louder,
Thank you for the heart, me, bestie.
Word on the street, y'all, is Diddy's judge.
Thank you for the perfume, Jenny. I appreciate
There's
it, bestie.
There's a possibility, y'all.
And the scare I have. I got it. Thank you.
He may overturn the jury's verdict due to witness tampering.
That's the word I was looking for. Witness tampering.
It's about to go down. I had to go look it up because I started hearing this and I was like, wait a minute. A minute.
Jenny, thank you for using the special stickers. We're going to pin that.
Hello, welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to my day 1s, 2s, and 3s. Thank you to all my new subscribers that's coming in. That means well. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you all and welcome.
It's Just Grams. Oh, wait.
Welcome.
Oh, I'm praying.
This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, so everything is alleged. Some it's not.
Hold on 1 second. Because this is the thing. We stated in our show. Thank you for using the special stickers, Pink Tech. I'll be ready to call you, your name. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank y'all. Jenny says, if folks can't see Puffy Jacket paid in full, hold on, and that went up, paid in full for the trial, I don't think they'll ever see it. And that's the thing. See, it just, the fact that they act like they don't see what he was charged for, yeah, it could have been stronger, but he done the things that with normal people would have landed them with that charge. And to see he's been tampering with witnesses the whole time. And remember how the judge was talking about the eye contact and how he was looking at the jury and things like that. And you know what? We're just gonna go ahead and get to it.
Not.
Rudy said hi.
And the Fair Act use is in my description box, y'all. So let's get to it, y'all.
Stop buying generic Viagra.
Hold on,
if you
y'all.
haven't tried
Hold on.
this
That's a
new
commercial.
100
That's not part of the audio. Hold on. There we go.
Get to it. Word on the street is, Diddy's judge then got so many letters from victims. People that saying that they're scared and all kind of stuff for their life. Okay, y'all? People that, do y'all know the other victim that I talked about her in the video? She was supposed to be a witness, y'all. She was supposed to be a witness, and she got into it with the prosecution. Remember, y'all? I just talked about this just the other day. Y'all, word on the street is, y'all, they were out there messing with her cars. She went back in her room, so when
she come back, I'll let her know.
Lord have mercy.
Thank you for the hard puffs, Jenny.
Jay-Z's
Thank you for the, you're awesome.
Same type
Thank you for the ice cream cone. And I love you so much.
Goes to work, comes out to his car, y'all. Okay? He looks at his car, and it's a weapon sitting on the seat. Before he can go turn around to go back into the building where he worked at, the police pull up. I mean... Pause. I don't want you to get it misconstrued what she's talking about. I don't want people to think that that was Puffy Jack that did it, because he's got enough crimes that he's already committed on his own that he don't need to take ownership of anybody else's. So here's what she's talking about. There was a time... Thank you for that heart meat. I appreciate that, Pink Tech. Thank you, love. There was a time that you know this whole period, Ramir was trying to get. Thank you for the GOAT populars. I appreciate that, Jenny. Marie, welcome in, bestie. How you doing? Ramir was trying to get this DNA done for this paternity, right? And the thing about it, hold on. Thank you, Pink Tech, for the level up sparks. Let's give it up for Pink Tech, because she just leveled up to level 16. Appreciate that. Thank you. He wanted to prevent Ramir from following through with the paternity thing so bad. It's just Grams. Thank you for that. You're awesome. So are you. Thank you. He wanted to prevent him from following through with that paternity thing so bad that I don't know if he done it. Or if he had it arranged. But anyways, somebody put on the passenger seat, the front passenger seat of Ramir's car. And when he got off of work and was leaving, he saw it. And before he could turn around, the police swarmed in on him, right? And so the reason why she's bringing that up is because here recently, like a couple days ago, one of the witnesses that was supposed to come and testify against Puffy Jacket, and I believe it was you, it's just Grams that said it, the chef, his former chef, that lives here in Atlanta, she said that her car had been broken into. You get me? So it's still messing with her. She's already stated before that they were trying to get at her before. You see what I'm saying? Jenny, right, you factored that in, what happened with Kid Cudi's car, and I mean, this brother got a history of vandalizing cars. You know? It's just Grant says Zippy is trying to get to him. Yeah. You know? So that's why she brought that up. And she's saying, like, these people move in the same way. What did we say? Birds of a feather flock together. These Demons got polices and everything in their back pockets. Okay? Same thing.
Oh, and you just heard what she said. So let me get y'all real quick, because let me get these other people out there.
Female voice, lolly voice.
Why can none of these
victims go to the police officers. I don't believe it. If he did that to them, they should have went to the police. They would have went to the police and told them then none of this would have happened. Or he would have been in trouble then. Why didn't they go to the police? They lied.
And what did we tell you? Thank you for the heart, me, Rochelle. Grand rising to you, Queen. And what did we tell you all here on hashtag I'm gonna say it? A lot of these victims did go to the police officers or police department. And those police departments called him to come and get them from there. And he gave them money. We already told you all that there's people that sit in high places. Jessica Smith said, I love when he does the voices. Thank you, Jessica. We already told y'all that there's people that sit in high places that are a part of this. I'm not going to use alleged with that. I'm going to ask and request that you use your brain. I know it's hard to fathom that is an actual thing and actually goes on because they took an oath to serve and protect. I know it's hard to believe because that's stuff that you only see in movies. How many times have we told you all that what they put in movies is really what they do in real life, and they put it in front of us? If you get it, you got it. If you don't, you'll be the first one caught and last to know. In the words of the great Benny Siegel, hardheads don't get the picture until they see the flash. Jenny says them higher ups are pulling strings strong, arming folks into submission. That part right there. Rochelle says serve and protect Dippy. Hey, I love it when people get it. I love it when people understand. And so here's all I'm asking. All of those people that invest energy in trying to discredit that, use that same energy into sitting still, closing your mouth, opening your ears, and believing your eyes. See what you see. And don't try to make excuses for it. It's what's happening. Jessica says that way when you see it in real life, you are desensitized. I mean, yeah, exactly. You become normal, man. Like, and these people that move they've been doing this for so long that a lot of people don't. They just, like you said, they just think that it's normal life. It doesn't validate it. It doesn't justify it. It's still wrong. And this man has been doing this since he was incarcerated. He was still trying to mess with witnesses. And if he wasn't doing it himself, he had people on the outside doing it, including his own kids. I don't get it.
Situation. So he will leave Jay-Z alone. He won't leave him alone. Get him locked up. Plant a weapon in his car. My bad, y'all. A weapon in his car. This is what happened to Jay-Z's son. Do y'all see a pattern here?
Yeah.
Now they're saying that this verdict could be overturned. The jury's verdict. And just think about these dummies about to probably write books and all of this stuff, talk about, their experience with this case, and all of their junk might get thrown out, y'all. Okay?
Corruption. Jury corruption. That's the word I was looking for. I was just too angry about it. Jury corruption.
To look it up, and it says yes, a judge can overturn a jury verdict due to witness tampering, though it's not a common occurrence. Witness tampering or any form of jury misconduct, and we already know it was a lot of jury misconduct because they had to kick one juror out, then they had another one that they was getting ready to boot out. Okay, y'all. Not only that, Diddy was making eye contact and doing, little sign languages and shaking his head and all of this stuff, communicating with the jurors.
Facts.
Oh, yes, y'all. Word on the street is.
Oh, and to the Tisa haters, Tisa Tales said that in her report. Here, let me point this out to you all as well. Those that's hating on Tisa Tales and saying that she doesn't say facts and only her opinions and all of that, right? Well, let me tell you something. Even by hating on her, y'all are still making her famous. So here's what I suggest you all do. You either learn the game, study her movement, study what she's doing, and do the same thing, or take your tail over there on the sideline, sit on the bench, and let us real people do it. We'll take it from here. We'll take it from here because and this is even for all of you on here that want to do content creating or do what we're doing here. You can do it. You can do it. It's simple, but understand something. It's enough for everybody to eat. It's enough. We can all do this. We don't gotta hate. If you don't like a content creator, that's fine. You're not wrong for not liking them. That's your opinion. Just like you get mad because she states her opinion, you got your own opinion. There's content creators that I like, and there's content creators that I don't like. The ones that I don't like, I don't sit here and bash them. Don't sit here and talk down about them or do anything like that. I maturely don't go on their platform because I already know I don't like them. You understand? But to sit here and say, all she do is lie and state her opinion. That's what we all do on here, state our opinion. However, some of us actually include the facts. And so what she reported that she saw in court when she was in there, she came out and told you. And like I said in the beginning, you can go and match what she said and it aligned right up with Inner City Press. If she's lying, she wouldn't have been on Nancy Gray or Gray, whatever her name is. Her. If she was lying, she wouldn't be on ABC News, man. Come on, let's stop. Let's quit. Let's quit. Step your game up. Like I say, you either ride rough or roll over. That's it. There's no point in sitting here and trying to discredit a young lady that's going hard. That's what it is. You mad because her hustle is harder than yours. Come on, man. And I know I told y'all I was done with that rant, but I'm just saying, when she said that, it just triggered it to me that yeah, that's what she was saying. Tisa said the same thing. He's been looking at the jury, and he's been making faces with them. The judge got onto him twice during the case, or during the trial, and told him about it. You got to stop looking at that. You got to stop doing that. I don't know what you're doing, but the next time you do it, I'm sending you up out of here. Man, gosh, people, boy.
This is another thing that Diddy's judge is considering. Word on the street. They said it can be grounds for a judge to order a new trial if it's deemed to have substantially prejudice
You put it right
and outcome of the original trial, y'all.
Have sudden life emergencies left
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is crazy on so many levels. Jury misconduct, including witness tampering, can significantly impact the fairness of a trial. And y'all remember Gina didn't come to court, but she told the prosecutor she was coming. They couldn't even find her nowhere.
Shira 95.
And before the
Where
verdict
you
came
been?
in, she popped out, y'all.
So he was witness
Did y'all
tampering
peep
before
that?
the trial from
Word on the street is
jail.
Diddy was
Exactly.
getting to a lot of people,
Maz,
y'all.
can we approve her comment?
And
'Cause
they're
that's
saying,
facts.
I don't know, I wasn't there. Not one day. Well,
All right, you too. It's just Grams. Thank you. You have a blessed day.
Diddy somehow got
Thank you
to
for the
those
ice
jurors.
cream cones, love. Thank you. It's just
He got
Grams.
to those jurors some kind of way. And I'm not surprised because I told y'all, he's from New York. If Diddy is the most popular person in Hollywood, if he can get to every actor, every rapper, every this, every that, you think people don't know Diddy in New York and that's where he's from? This is why I was saying this from the start. I said this. I said, it would make more sense for them to have a jury that's out of New York. Because there's a possibility if you have a jury from out of New York that it's going to be somebody
Shira
that Diddy
95
don't
says,
know.
I'm saying, the
You know what
fact
I'm
no
saying?
juror has
It's still
spoken
a possibility
to the
that
press
he
yet
might even
besides
still know somebody from
the
out of town,
grifter
but it's a
alternate is
better
strange.
possibility
True,
of him knowing
true.
somebody in the city and state where he's from
Because you know
than
everybody
somewhere
would have
else.
been eaten
And I'm not saying knowing them. You know what I'm saying?
in
New
most
York,
cases.
he's from New York. He's all about New York. He knows everybody in New York. Everybody knows everybody. This trial should have definitely been, jurors should have been picked from other states. And I just said this once, and don't be surprised, y'all. Don't be surprised if they overturn this verdict and they pick people from another state.
What do y'all think? Leave a 1 in the chat if you think they should do that. Leave a 2 in the live if you think they shouldn't. Do you think that if it comes to them doing another case, they should get people that live away from New York? So that way he doesn't have the same, I mean, and he may know people in other places, but, you know. Weird states, number 1. Okay. Somebody else said 1, 2. Who was that? Jessica. Jessica says 1 as well. Shira says, I think the problem might be juries are just not smart enough for these complicated cases, and that could be very well true too. Jenny says 1, they should try him elsewhere. That part, I agree. I think the trial should take place completely out of New York. You know? Jenny says Bible Belt states. Rochelle said Utah or Iowa, maybe even Alaska. Good, yeah. Hey, I don't think you can get any more unbiased than there. You know? Utah, I don't know about Utah. Because I know, don't a lot of the Mormons live out there? I could be wrong. It might be somewhere else. But yeah, I do believe it should be out of New York completely.
This time, because they can't trust the jurors from New York. They can't trust them, y'all. And it is what it is. People are coming forth left and right, y'all. And they said that these people are having proof that there were witness tampering. It was clear as day that there was witness tampering. And they said the jurors, they really didn't want to give him them other 2 charges. But it wouldn't have looked too bad. So they went on and gave him the lesser charges. But word on the street is, y'all, Lord have mercy, they're saying they didn't want to give him that. I told y'all this from the start, didn't I?
Welcome in, Philly.
Y'all, when I tell y'all stuff is going crazy with this case, you don't know what to expect from one day to the next with this.
That is so true.
But to be honest with y'all, he got a point. If he overturned
Thank you for that heart,
this
Philly.
verdict, and I'm gonna be completely
Thank
honest
you for the
with you,
rose.
I'm not
I appreciate
all
it.
on this judge side. I know a lot of bloggers are saying, "Oh, he can't stand Diddy. Oh, he this. Oh, he that." But this judge, to me, it ain't just the juror's fault that Diddy, got away with them other 3 charges in this, round.
Look, and I'm gonna say it here. I think for this to be his first case, I said this before and I say it again, I stand on it. 10 toes down. For this to be his first case of this magnitude or in this type, I think Judge Subramanian did a great job at being fair. I think he conducted the actions and the ongoings in the courtroom great, like for real. So I think when sometimes when the defense team had some objections that I didn't even think should have passed, he gave it to him. So I think he was fair on that. So even if he does decide to overturn this verdict, I don't think he would be in wrong about that.
The judge was rushing this case. You do not start a case off talking about I want to be done with it by July the 4th, or you know what I'm saying? That's just a number date I threw out there. But he started off rushing them from the start, saying we're gonna finish this up quick. And like he ain't got time, he got to move on to his other cases. When they did that rushed things as well. Okay? But then again, he probably already knew what they were up to in the first place. I'm just saying, y'all.
Yeah.
They said
could
this
be.
jurors, they wasn't listening to nothing these women were saying. They had no feelings whatsoever, and everybody was reporting about them laughing in the court. This was
Something
not a
else Teaser
laughing
Tales
matter.
say.
How
I
in the
reported.
world could jurors be in there laughing, y'all, when they're showing film footage and all kind of stuff of somebody being dragged, being
User,
kicked,
I
all
agree.
kind of stuff being done to them?
Didn't
Okay,
he asked for a
and they
speedy trial though,
overlooked.
and
They didn't even
he sure
care
did.
about the fact
He
that
sure
Diddy
did.
was getting these people hooked on street pharmacy stuff. He didn't. They didn't care about the age difference. They didn't care about his, his fame and his, celebrity status, and that some of these people that wanted to be around him was just stupid, and they were doing everything to please him. This doesn't make sense. They had the nerve to come out and say, "Oh, Cassie was the one that was setting all these plays up." But the thing of it is, he made her set these plays up.
Facts.
He's the one that told her to do
Hey,
it.
my baby's in here. Everybody gonna follow
We
V.
all saw what he did to her when she
My
wouldn't do
daughter's in
stuff
here.
he wanted her to do. We saw that.
Thank you for the
clear
roses,
as day.
baby. I appreciate it. I was just at the mall
But
too.
The jurors,
I was
they
thinking
could
about
see
you. All I want to
anything,
see you at
y'all.
work.
They did not see a doggone thing, y'all. This is some of the
How you doing,
other
baby?
things, other grounds of overturning the case. Judges may also overturn. Wait a minute, y'all.
Rhonda, good morning.
This is how easy it is to sign up for National Debt Relief's debt.
You know, we got our commercials. Good morning, Rhonda. How you doing? Thank you for coming in and joining us. Jenny says, I'd like to see another woman that wouldn't do freaky stuff to make her man happy. Well, I'm gonna tell you, he won't be her man for long if she don't. You know? I'm just saying. Sometimes the spontaneous, and I'm gonna say this too. We not gonna get too deep in, but I'm gonna say this too. I'm gonna let y'all in on the secret, ladies. Sometimes we like y'all to initiate. Be the aggressors. That's a turn on to it. I'm just gonna let y'all know. I ain't gonna get too much. My baby in here. Thank you for the heart, me baby. She don't want to hear about her daddy's sex page. I got that. So, but I'm just saying, you right, Jenny. It's okay to spice it up a little bit, man. It'll make
Judges
things
may
better.
also overturn a verdict if they find that there was insufficient evidence to support it, or if the juror's decision resulted in an inadequate or excessive damages. In essence, witness tampering and other forms of jury misconduct can be grounds for overturning a jury verdict,
Absolutely.
but it's a serious matter that must be proven to have substantial evidence, substantial affected
I
the
agree with
trial
you fully,
fairness.
Bessie.
If you got a witness
They
that they are breaking into
re-victimizing
her
the
car
victim.
and busting her windows out and all of this stuff, okay? If you got a witness
That part, hey, y'all pin my daughter's coming. He gonna say it.
reaching out to them, telling
She
them,
got her dad
you
right.
want us to pay
I'm
for
gonna
their
say
lawyer
it.
fees. Why would
If
you
it's
want
on my mind, it's coming
to pay
out.
somebody's lawyer fees and they are the witness for the prosecution? Y'all, boy, oh boy, oh boy. And if that's the case, then they might as well overturn. I'm just saying, y'all. Oh, girl, the one that's disabled, that was getting harassed. I wonder, can they overturn that? Okay, y'all.
Yeah.
If somebody is sending private detective.
So she's talking about the girl that was. Oh, let's give it up to my daughter. She just got the number 3 gifter badge. Let's give it up to her. Thank you, baby, for the I love you so much. I love you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. When she's talking about the lady that is handicapped, let me take y'all back real quick and keep you up to par on what she's talking about. She's talking about, how many of you remember, I think at the time she said she was 13 years old. And she said that it was Puffy Jacket and Camel Face that, essayed her and raped her. But she was with Busby, was her attorney. That's who she's talking about. Natty, thank you for that heart, me baby. I appreciate it. Good morning to you, bestie. My baby said, I'm going swimming now. Have a great day. everyone. Love you, Pops. I love you, baby, and be safe. Have fun. Enjoy your day. Thank you for dropping by. Hey, send me an invite if you go live, okay? I'll come in and join. Jenny, thank you for that. Thank you for the marvelous confetti. Give it up for Jenny. Jenny in the live. WV in the live. Thank you. So that's who she's talking about. I want to make sure. I don't want nobody to be like, wait, hold up. Who is that? Thank you for the forever Rosa Pink Tech. I appreciate it. Everybody, Pink Tech in the live, please. If there was a lady that was injured during the trial. No, that's not what he's talking about, okay? That's not what she's talking about. She's talking about that, the one that was 1-3.
Your goons to your house, coming to your doctor's appointments.
Oh yeah. So there was some guy, I guess they were like Secret Service, not a Secret Service, but like yeah, I think it's like Secret Service or whatnot. But you know, it was like something like that. They went to her house, and basically, it's rumored that Camel Face sent these men to her house to try to persuade her into not going through with the lawsuit. And I think she did drop the lawsuit, if I'm not mistaken.
Coming to the gas station, if you ask me, they should be overturning that and letting them go full force and taking down Jay-Z and P. Diddy for that as well. It's people out here still saying, oh, she turned back and said that she did. That girl never said that it did not happen. Not one time. Not one time. She said that, yes, she dropped the charges, but she also said that she did not lie. That what happened to her really happened to her. This is what she said, y'all.
Right. The same folks that went to Secret Sam and other influences.
This is
exactly.
crazy. In cases of alleged jury misconduct, a Rimmer hearing may be held. I hope I'm saying it right. This hearing allows the judge to investigate the allegations and determine the intent of the misconduct and its impact. Okay, y'all? You see, people were lying to be on the jury. You see, they had to get kicked out because they didn't even live where they say they lived and all kind of stuff. It was a lot of lies taking place. If misconduct is proven, courts often presume that it prejudiced the outcome of the trial, meaning it likely affected the verdict. A lot of stuff that was going on affected this verdict, y'all. A lot of stuff affected this verdict. You have Gina, who he didn't beat the brakes off of her. She didn't been on Tasha K's show. They got Tasha K's whole interview of her. The feds can go and watch that whole interview of her and say, you know, she told a whole different story, and then she told a story on here saying that he did this and that and that and this to her. And then he turned around, she turned around, didn't even show up. And then right after, when all the stuff was over with, she thought it was done and over with, she pops out. Okay? Everybody says she got paid off too. But she said, word on the street, she got.
I believe something happened. I believe she either got spooked or paid off. And I'm going to tell you why. I think it might have been a payoff. I'm going to go with a payoff. Because when the trial started and the judge was asking about her coming in and testifying, the defense team automatically said she's not going to show up. Bestie said the check must have cleared that part. It's got to be. They already knew she wasn't coming. And it wasn't said she's not coming as if like, I don't think she's gonna show up, Your Honor. I don't think she's gonna come. They said it like, oh, she ain't coming. We can go ahead. She ain't coming. Like, we already know she ain't coming. We done worked on that. We are, and so, and mind you, this is the same woman that went on Tasha K's show and stated that Puffy Jacket kicked her in her stomach, causing her to lose the baby. Now, you can say, well, she just said that. That don't mean it happened. And that's true. That's true. Well, but hold on, though. Hold on now. He also did the same thing to Mary J. Right? Not necessarily by force, but he paid for her to have that terminated. I'm not for that, period. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not for it, period. But it's not me or nothing like that. You know, it's not my case. Tiffany, hey, thank you for that heart me. Thank you for the go popular. I appreciate that. Good morning to you, bestie. Jenny said, because Jane Doe threw the jury and swayed the verdict. Yeah, she messed up everything. She really did. She really did. But, you know, at the same time, it really didn't make sense. Like I said before, think about that. How is she going to be a witness against him and he's paying for her legal representation and her rent? That it has to be a conflict of interest. There's no way. There's no way. I know people that wouldn't even buy you a stick of bubble gum or chewing gum if you done turned on them or you doing something like so. It had to be a conflict of interest, and they didn't even. Tiffany said, "Yeah, that's ghetto, right? Right? Like that's hustling backwards. Like none of this makes sense. None of this makes sense. As good as I say that the prosecution team was, I do have to take it a step further and say I do think they were soft. They didn't drive home the points that needed to be driven home, if you ask me.
Yes,
in my
school's
opinion.
missing, y'all. And she didn't show up because she's just a dingbat. That's another
She
reason
said
why
that.
I think
didn't
she
say
didn't
that.
show
She
up.
said that.
It's women out here like that, y'all. And I talk about this all the time. There are women out here that the guys be beating the brakes off of them, y'all. The police show up, I fell down the stairs. This is what they'll say. This is
Where's
what
the
you
lie?
have going on with Gina. Gina
We ain't gotta
ain't
like
got
what she's
enough
saying, but
sense to
where's the
throw.
lie?
Lord have mercy, she don't, y'all. But this is the rumor that's going around right now that this is another thing that the judge is considering. Due to the fact that, and I said this case could have been won on all 5 charges. If they would have did their job, if they would have protected other witnesses that were scared for their life. This woman is clearly scared for her life. Just one of the people that wrote the judge a letter. Okay? There's a lot of writing the judges going on right now. Okay, y'all?
Yeah, it
There's
really
a
is.
lot of that going on right now. One, y'all. Just one of the witnesses that we have heard of is saying she is traumatized right now. She's scared for her life. What do you think the other witnesses are saying? What do you think the other people are saying that they making visits to right now? You think that they're not going to stop by and talk to Gina and be like, didn't you say you was coming to court? Why didn't you come to court? What you think she's
She
going to
said
say?
the judge-
You think she's going to
judge
lie
interview
and
each
say,
juror
I just
privately
didn't want
after
to come? Or
verdict.
you think she's going to tell the truth that
Well, I
I'm
hope they
scared?
tell the truth.
If y'all are not going to protect
Jenny
me
said
from
the judge
Diddy,
should have
I
forced Gina to
can't do
testify.
this.
Yeah, and offer her protection. Exactly.
It,
I
it
think.
don't take but one
Hey,
of them.
if you remember
It don't.
before the trial even started. Now, maybe not before it got started. As it was starting, we stated on here that there's probably more people that are victims that could testify, but they probably wouldn't because they aren't assured of their protection from him. I think this falls into that category.
Take but one to be like, he contacted me or his son because word on the street is Diddy's son's them was out here contacting people too. Word on the street, y'all. That's what I heard.
Told you.
And if they got proof,
Natty says the
which
last
this
I
is what
checked,
they're probably
being summoned to
gathering right now,
testify
y'all.
did
Proof
not mean
of
it
any
was
kind
optional.
of misconduct,
That's what I
or
thought.
witness tampering, or whatever. Because that hearing that took
That's
place
what
the
I
other
thought
day,
too, bestie.
and it was over just like that.
I didn't think a subpoena served as an invite.
And everybody was like, what the heck is going on? Diddy was trying to get, his court date moved up. And the judge them came and they said a few words and the defense was up out of there. And now reports are coming out that they're scrambling. You know why they're probably scrambling, y'all? Now, y'all, right? because now they're talking about overturning the verdict. This is what people are saying. Whispers are going on saying it. People that was in the courtroom are saying it. A lot of rumors is going around right now. So stay tuned, y'all. That's all I can tell y'all. Stay tuned, because this is going to get really interesting. On one hand,
Here
people
for
are
it.
saying, "Oh, Diddy is fine. When October the 3rd comes, he's gonna get out for probation and all." Okay, but what I'm hearing is totally different. They are
That
saying
part,
that they're
Tiffany.
taking this time
She
to do
says
a little
subpoena means show up
investigation, y'all.
or
And what
catch
you
a
think they're
warrant.
investigating?
Here in
The
the
fact
good
that there are
old
rumors coming out
Commonwealth
that
of
this
KY.
verdict may be overturned, I'm not surprised the least little bit. Y'all let me know if y'all surprised, because I'm not. Okay.
Same thing here in GA too, Tiffany. You know, like I say, it's not an invitation. It's a you've been voluntold to be there. And if you don't, then they like to come and give you a nice little escort, and they give you 2 bracelets that you can wear, and they even offer you chauffeur service to the county hotel. You know, all expenses paid. You get to stay in there, and you get 3 meals and a cot. Yeah, $3,000 a meal. Yeah, that's it. Now, you know, so I'm not one to play with nobody like that, you know, and I hope to never be in that kind of situation at all. Shira 95 says, I think they were scared to bring hostile witnesses, but wrong call for sure. Yeah, when you're doing something like this, you got to bring in all the artillery you have. You have to bring in any witnesses that is going to create a solid foundation on which you are building your case upon. Period. Tiffany says, whatever happened to speak up and stand for the truth? Yeah. And you know, like say, you stand for something, you fall for anything, right? Jenny says, you have to double down. Got to. You got to. Let's go ahead and transition to segment 2. And this is not necessarily a crime against Puffy Jacket, but the thing about it is it's a crime when it comes to the court of morality, when it comes to the court of character. You know? I think you might have sent me this, Bestie. I'm not sure. But I believe you did. But it says Future exposes how much Lori Harvey got paid from Puffy Jacket for Italy vacation. Now, of course, we're going to have people to say, well, Mr. Breaking News, G Smooth, why is that a problem? What does that got to do with his morality or his moral or character or anything like that? Okay. Slow down. Slow down, Jit. The thing that makes it bad is, one, Lori Harvey was one of his son's girlfriend. That's number one. That's number 1, 2, and 3, and 4 and 5. It's all of them. That's number, because that's sickening. Now, the second thing to that, well, no, we said 4 through 5. So the 6, 7, 8, 9, 9th thing that's bad about that is her dad, who's not her dad, Steve Harvey, and Marjorie, her mama, was right there. And they was right there. And you seen your daughter with this older man. And I don't know if you all saw the videos when they're on the boat, and she's rubbing the back of Puffy Jacket's head and stuff. Like, and when I say rubbing, I mean, you know how you rub your man's head, like, and you just sitting there and you like that. Tiffany said, "Oh, Steve, like the baby up." You're right, Bessie. He does. I spoke briefly about a situation in regards to Mr. Steve and his problems, I guess I could say, for lack of better words, on here. And after I heard him as a parent, as a father myself, after I heard these things from Mary, She was doing an interview, and I forgot who she was interviewing with. Essie Berry, I believe. Essie Berry is the wife of Fred Berry. Fred Berry, if you all are familiar with the 70s sitcom What's Happening, Fred Berry is Rerun. Okay? But some things that Mary stated that Steve did to his son, Witten, listen, I don't care about the suits. I don't want to hear nothing about no think like a man, move like a woman, shake like a woman, move like a man, fight like whatever the book was that he wrote, I don't want to hear nothing about it. Because he's got some skeletons too. I mean, we all got skeletons. But I'm just saying, like, doing something like that to that extreme, that's not what a dad should do. That's not what any parent should do. But so this is why that's bad, because they sat there and they saw, or they allowed, or they were okay. I don't even know how to word it, that their daughter was with Puffy Jacket. Now, I didn't see this. Bestie sent it to me, but let's get into it. Let's find out. Let's find out what was up. And one more thing before we do that. Let me put the cherry on top on another reason why this is disgusting. And why his little plea that he's doing now to get out of jail quicker, when he talking about some
Nate Lolly boy.
Oh, I'm grieving. I'm grieving of the loss of my baby Kim. And the kids, they don't have no parents at home.
They don't have no parents at home because you're unalive one, and you was doing criminal stuff to take you away from them. But now the cherry on top, yes, thank you, Tiffany. I'm sorry, I was getting in my feels, mad at him. Okay, so the cherry on top is that Lori Harvey once stated after Kim Porter passed away that she looked at her as a second mother. Rita, good morning. How you doing, Bessie? So, if you looked at this woman as your second mother, when she passes away, why are you with her baby daddy? And then the baby daddy, you one of his sons, you was his. Listen, man. Let's just get into it. Yeah, she did. She did, Bestie. Jenny said she took her post down after getting with Puffy Jacket. She did. She took it down, which is disrespectful to Kim Porter too. Like, if you felt that, man, come on. This industry is crazy.
Now, I don't know if this is really breaking news or nothing like that, but got this video here that says Future exposes how much Lori Harvey got paid by Diddy for Italy vacation. When you look at Lori Harvey and her dating history,
very two-faced,
best. She should have settled down with Michael B. Jordan, but I guess she didn't want to. I found it very odd, weird, and strange that she was allegedly dating Diddy and went on a vacation with Steve and Margie, which I just thought was very, very, very weird. But you guys know Future. You know his history.
Yeah. Shout out to Future though. My fellow women. AT alien.
If she catch me cheating, I will never tell her sorry. That's all you need to know. Y'all know the history of him and Sierra and everything. I just want to see, because people were saying Steve is pimping out his daughter.
Hey, what other way can you say it?
No more time.
What other way can you put it? Oh, of course.
Ranger.
What other way could you put it? I think that's a great analogy of the situation. I mean, analysis of the situation. That's what he's doing.
Kiki's Tea Future exposes how much Lori Harvey got paid by Diddy for Italy vacation. Okay, so it looks like Future is finally about to get his lick back on Lori Harvey because word on the streets is that he just exposed Lori Harvey for tricking.
I was thinking, has she came out and said anything? Again, for people who are tied or who were tied.
Oh, he didn't make Lori Harvey a BM?
What are they saying? I just want to know what.
Shoot, he ought to be thinking
I just been trying to find videos of people's reactions.
Sierra.
Are they mad?
Thank you, Tiffany. This is a hashtag best live.
Diddy and
Thank you,
paid
bestie.
for it. Y'all know that Future has been hella salty since Lori dumped him before he had a chance to make her his baby mama. Now.
Yeah, okay, that's what you was talking about, bestie. He didn't make her a BM. Yeah, well, like I said, he should be thankful he got Sierra, man. I mean, you know, no lie, when Sierra came out. Well, I take that back. When Sierra first came out, you know, it was talks that Sierra might have been theatric. You know, and people were saying that she wasn't a female. But that's just, you know how it go when you first start out, you know, stuff like that. But after that, when it was verified, you know, that you know, she had pancakes and not sausages down there. That's when people are like, okay, yeah, she fine, she bad, yeah, you know. But before, we like, hey man, you know, she is from the A. We gotta be careful down here in the A. See, down here in the A, you got to really get to know who you're talking about. Because if you don't, you'll mess around. You've been talking to this person and you like them and y'all vibing. And then y'all ready to take it there, and then you mess around and you get in the bedroom with them, and you realize that they brought the same equipment that you brought, and somebody got to make a decision here. Who you see? So you got to be careful here in the A. That my advice to listen. My advice: stick with who you with in the A. Okay, that you've already done verified. I don't know where that came. I told y'all my mind got a mind of its own. Jenny said, look, Adrian said laughing my ass off. Jenny said, facts. Have you all in your feelings? Yeah, for real. You like, oh man, they are so great. You know, like, oh man, it's just magical with them. You mess around and get in that room and find out the magic that you thought isn't the magic that they bought. You understand? You did. So, man, stick who you with. I mean, you know, you get into an argument with them, just you go to your corner, they go to theirs. But you get around, you mess around and start playing around down here in these ATL streets, you gonna FAFO for real. You turn the light back on, turn the light back on. Turn the light back on. Something I got poked by time out. you know? So y'all are crazy.
Everything that has been going on with Diddy getting exposed for paying multiple young women to be his sugar babies, Future is finally ready to expose Lori.
Yes,
not only is he exposing her, but he's also allegedly exposing just how much she got paid for being Diddy's sugar baby. Future is about to blow things wide open. So let's get into it. If y'all know Future, then you wouldn't be surprised that he's exposing Lori like this, because he has truly earned his nickname of Lord of Toxicity.
But it's facts,
Word on the
though.
streets
It's
is
facts.
that his ego was bruised when Lori left him because she was the one who left. If y'all know anything about Future, then you know that it's his signature move to get his girlfriends pregnant and then dump them right after. He did the same thing to Ciara, but she found Russell Wilson and has a great marriage. And y'all know how salty Future has been.
I don't know how many baby mamas he got, but you know,
I don't know either. I think it's like what, two, three.
I don't even know how many kids he got.
I think he got 2 or 3.
But like at this point, it's like he can do whatever he want to do, right? But it's up on the women to get involved with him. Some women out there are just like, ooh, I want a baby by Future.
Side note, first of all, rest in power Rico Wade of Organized Noise, the Dungeon family. But Future is his cousin.
Future is really like that. It's wild and crazy.
About that. He's constantly throwing shade at Ciara and Russell, and he's never afraid to get messy, and that's exactly how he was with Lori. When they were together, he was the perfect boyfriend to her. He did cute things like leave roses on her stairs on Valentine's Day.
they playing music in there, but I don't know if, cause I don't want it to get copyrighted. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit.
Cheating or just whatever. It's like, and they be knowing.
Agent said he has
they
8.
Be having girls on a roster.
Yeah, I thought
man.
3.
And
got
women
8.
do it too. Women
Okay.
got men on a roster. It ain't no secret. You know.
Dang.
It's all about who can play who first and better. That's all they care about.
Imagine being able to build anything. Just
I didn't. Dang, 8 baby mama. I mean, I got 4. I got 4, but I got 5 by 1 though. That's crazy.
I mean, it's a nice job.
Yeah, he did good. He did good. I know, man, Judy, the commercial be messing up the whole
Then
vibe.
we found out that he had secretly fathered a child with an influencer named Eliza Rain.
Okay.
Eliza tried to drag Lori into the drama, but y'all know that Lori does not get involved in messy situations like that, so she dumped Future and moved on with her life. Well, this made him salty, and he started throwing shade at her like he wasn't the one who cheated on her and got someone else pregnant. He made a post on Instagram and captioned it, "Shoulda never gave a messy hoe a chance. My apologies to my fans." He was so salty that he even
that's
dissed
who
her
he
in a
was
song
talking about?
Maybach, where he said,
Lori
"Tell
Harvey?
Steve Harvey
I
I
didn't
don't
know
want
who he
you
was
one
talking
thing
about.
I never seen was a that leave." As bad as that sounds, it turns out that his original verse was even worse. In the unreleased version that leaked a couple of weeks later, he said, "Must have forgot to tell her daddy she begged me not to leave. Put baguettes on your ankles damn near up to your knees. She didn't have a choice but to go lame after me. Chile, not Michael B. Jordan catching strays. Future is not the type of guy who likes it when..."
Listen, I'm gonna say that I'm cool with Future. I like Future. I ain't got nothing against Future, but I will say he was crashing out too over Sierra when she got with she's married to him now. He played football. What is it? Russell Wilson. You know, so I'm not gonna. I'm just saying that is a pattern of behavior for him.
when women leave him and he crashes out on them. Now, it's been 5 years and you'd think...
That brother called Michael B. Jordan lame. I don't know none of these people personally. We can only go off what we see.
Right.
Maybe he knows something we don't, but, I only know Michael B. Jordan, the actor. He seems to be
Russell Wilson.
Actor.
That's it, best.
But
Agent says I think he was mad he couldn't catch her slipping.
In their feelings when a girl.
I wouldn't doubt that
because I think he said the same thing about Russell Wilson.
Oh.
So.
That he would be over the drama with Lori, right? Well, y'all would be wrong because word on the streets is that
Mind
this
you, we
man
watching
has been
this
going off
for the
on
first
Lori
time.
again,
I haven't
clowning
seen
her for
Bessie
supposedly
sent it to me. I
tricking for
haven't watched
Diddy.
it yet.
Now, if y'all have been following Diddy's trial, then you know that he was exposed for having many women on his payroll as his adult workers, if you catch my drift. Multiple women were exposed during the trial, including rapper Young Miami, 50 Cent's baby mama, Daphne Joy, Gina Hyun, as well as a Jane Doe, who claimed that she was jealous of Young Miami because Diddy gave Young Miami more attention. Well, the streets are now saying that Future is claiming that Lori Harvey was also one of the women. According to reports, he's allegedly claiming that Lori allegedly tricks for older rich men in Hollywood and that Diddy was one of her alleged tricks. But
She, for older men. Okay, so now, help me through here because I could be wrong, but isn't one of Russell Simmons and Kimora Lee's daughter with a very, very much older guy than she is? See, this is what I was talking about the other day when I was saying, Tiffany said, I think so. I believe so. I believe so too. Adrian said, daughter like mother. Yeah, because we know Marjorie. Listen, when I tell you that Mary said a lot. Neat 61, welcome in. She said, yes. Yes, so it is their daughter that's with an older gentleman, right? So this is what I mean when I said either yesterday's show or the day before. I don't know, they kind of all run together. But when I said that it's scary because a lot of these people that's famous now are teaching their kids on how to do the same things that they were doing. Thank you, Natty. Okay, Natty said it's her daughter. Yeah, Aoki, Aoki. I don't know how to Aoki. I think I don't know how to pronounce that, but okay, but it is a daughter. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Natty. She's 21 and he's 65. Let that sizzle in your spirit. I think that I can safely say that these people are coaching, teaching, grooming their kids to carry on these same nefarious things, man. Tiffany said, my kid's dad is older, though, so I can't talk. That much older? I mean, listen, as long as if that's what you like, it's what you like. What I'm just saying is that these people, hold on, I'm 46, and it's pushing to go to 65. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so 17 years, Tiffany. But hers is almost 40. He was when she was a baby. He had lived the best of his life. Times over, you know. Kimora was 23 when she married Russell. Yep, and so, like we said, I think they're teaching the kids to carry on the same way they carry on. You know, but Tiffany. This don't apply to you, though. This don't apply. You ain't out telling your kids, hey, look, this is how you get it. All right, you got to do this, you know. I thought she was a teen. Okay, she met him at 17, though. Yeah, I thought she was a teenager. That's just wild. That's crazy work. My first wife, I was 10 years older than my first wife. So I look, I'm not knocking on that. I'm not knocking that at all. But that's a very big age difference. Yeah, you're right, Jenny. You're right. That has taken place. Natty says, I just looked it up. They're still together. Yeah, she's still with him. They were on a somewhere in the islands, I believe, and they were sitting on the beach or whatever. And she was cuddled up to him. I mean, if she like it, I love it. You know, I'm not her dad, and you know, what she eat don't make me, you know, but. And again, like I said, you got to take into account how Steve is, and the things that's been said about him from his son. And then you have to think about the things that's been said, how Marjorie's past life before she met Steve was too. So, you know, she got it honest.
But before we get into what Future is saying, can we talk about, there has been speculation about this in the past. Y'all remember when the Bayhive dragged her for filth, when they thought that she was trying to put moves on Jay-Z? For those who don't remember, this happened way back in 2019 when Jay-Z invited Lori Harvey to a Rock Nation brunch. The event was packed with celebs, which...
Do you have a car? And do you have a clean driving record? Did you know you could pay as low as
her and not Jay-Z for inviting her? That's what I'm saying. Again, I feel like all these people in the industry, they mess around with each other. I just think they just get passed around. You know, that's just what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, you see like the
Let's
NBA,
give it up to Natty. Natty just got the number 2 gifter badge.
That's a dirty game. It's a dirty game. But it's crazy that Beyonce fans went after her and not Jay-Z for inviting her. Like, you invite her there, you expect her not to talk to you? That's crazy.
Isn't surprising, because if Jay-Z invites you to an event, you better drop whatever you have going on and get dressed. So Lori got an invite to the event, and she showed up looking like $1 million. But it wasn't her outfit that got people talking, because what people were really interested in was a clip that she posted on her Instagram stories. In the video, you can clearly see Lori having a conversation with Jay-Z. But the internet being the internet, people swore she wasn't just talking. They were convinced she was low-key flirting with him.
Maybe.
You know the drill. Head tilted, big smile, laughing at everything he says. Classic flirting signs, at least according to the folks online. But here's the
Tiffany,
thing.
thank you for the Go Populars. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Already had a bit of a reputation floating around. A lot of people weren't exactly her biggest fans at the time.
Tiffany just got the number 2 gift badge.
So naturally, this video just added more fuel to the fire. So when she posted that video of her
Natty,
and
thank you for the
Beyonce's
bubble gum.
husband, the Bayhive went insane.
Thank you for the bubble gum. Natty just got the number 2 gift badge.
Emojis. They also left some threatening comments under her post saying things like, let this be your first and last warning. Play your game and keep it with the R&B guys. Period. If you try that ish again, you're going to lose that smile. And I don't want to have to come back to your page, sis. Lori was so flooded that she had to beg for mercy, saying, meanwhile, I'm part of the Bayhive. Well, according to reports, Future is now claiming that she was trying to get with Jay-Z, but she backed off when she realized that the Bayhive was going.
Okay, so let's just say that is true. Let's just wait. Let's just follow this down the rabbit hole. Even if she was doing that to Jay-Z, flirting with Jay-Z or wanting to get with Jay-Z, and then she got with, she was with Puffy Jacket's son, and then she was with Puffy Jacket. Okay, so let's just say this, because I've been talking kind of around it without saying it. So let's just say it. Her mother was known, Marjorie was known for being with one of the big time D-Rug dealers, and like on top, right? And then she was with another guy who was good, and he ended up going to prison. Right, but the thing about it, she was with guys who made money. Then, of course, Steve came in the picture. But she liked to attach herself with men that got money. So the apple don't grow far from the branch, and the branch don't grow far from the tree or off the tree. You know. Oh, Natty said, "Oh, it was just very delayed." Oh, my bad. I might have missed it. I might have been looking at the screen. Rita said that part. See? So I'm just saying, when you hear things like that, it's not far-fetched. Now, we're not sitting here saying that this is all true, it's all alleged. But the thing about it is, you could see where it happens. You could see this is almost like normal. I'm not going to even say almost. I'm just going to say it. This is like normal activity amongst them. She put the apple in the tree. That's right, Rita. Again, man, I tell you all, if you've been to Los Angeles or if you haven't gone, you get a chance, go. And I'm telling you, you will feel that presence, that ominous presence that I was talking about. It's not good. It's not inviting. It's not inviting. It's not welcoming. It's none of that. The only time I can honestly and truly say that I felt like things were okay and like it wasn't that dark, ominous energy radiating out there when we were out there is when we was in Santa Monica. Our apartment was in Santa Monica. We were at the pier, driving through Santa Monica. It didn't feel that way. The moment we hit Hollywood in Los Angeles, it was like, shoot, man, I can't wait to get back on our side of the country. I'm ready to get back to Georgia. Like, this isn't what, and it's so symbolic. It's so symbolic. Like when you driving, I believe that was Hollywood Boulevard, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember, but what I do know is when you in Hollywood, you driving, it deads in to this mountain, and up on the mountain is all these nice houses. But the part that you driving on is just like it's like normal everyday people. Jenny, thank you for the tiny hot dog. I appreciate that. Thank you for the friendship necklace, Jenny, and thank you for the summer sun. But that's so symbolic of how it is up there. The higher up, the people that are in athletes, entertainers and stuff like that, they live up there in them hills. While down here on the bottom where you driving, it's apartments that shouldn't even, they look like they shouldn't even be worth $400, but they $1,000 or better. People walking around and they look like, and I don't want to judge nobody, it just look like they're going, let me put it this way, this is not bad. It looks like they're going through tough times in their lives. Jenny says fallen angels. Right. You feel it. You feel it. You feel it. That part, Tiffany, the spirits, like you can, it's there. It is there. And I'm not saying allegedly. I'm not telling you what I heard. I'm speaking to you from real life experiences, from being there. If you are of that world, what they're doing, it's going to be Christmas to you every day. But if you are not about that world, when you are not about that, you're going to feel it when you get there. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Sightseeing is great. It's awesome. You know, going to Universal Television City and all that's great. You get to take the tour. You get to see different sets where sitcoms are filmed and this, that, and all. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, if you're going to LA and Hollywood, I strongly suggest you do that and stay on that path. We wasn't on that. We were our own tour guides. We went where we wanted to go, and we did it on our own time. And that's why we got to feel the actual presence of that city. You get me? Jesus, they are literally conjuring spirits nowadays in music, films, and putting them in them. They are. Tiffany said energy, because it never lies. Yes, that's the realest thing. You know, Tiffany, that's something I try to preach to people and not preach, but get people to understand that we physically work off energy and frequency. You know, some people think that when you say, man, oh, they got negative energy. I don't like that. Her energy is wrong. I get a bad vibe. That's because it's energy. Our flesh, our bodies is just a shell. This not us. When we pass away, we going to be that energy, that light, the orb. When you take pictures and you seeing orbs in your pictures, sometimes it's a lot of past people or spirits that's there when you took that picture. And that's where the orbs come from. When you take that picture, you can't figure out, well, man, what's that little light circle? That's called an orb. Because in the afterlife, we are energy. We are frequency. We operate our frequencies. You get me? And I'm not going to get too deep on that because some people are going to get scared and hop off. We're not going to do that. Let's keep going. But just listen to what I'm saying. If you ever go to Los Angeles and Hollywood, be mindful. Keep your head on the swivel. Be mindful. And I want you to pay attention to what you feel. Tiffany, thank you for that rose. I appreciate that. Pay attention to that darkness.
To eat her up. But Diddy was fair game because he was a single man when she made moves on him. But while this was technically true, it still made people feel a type of way because Lori was super close to Diddy's ex,
Yes.
Kim Porter, when Kim was alive. But only a few months after Kim passed, Lori was suddenly all over Diddy. What really rubbed people the wrong way was the fact that when Lori...
Look. Bestie, that's the picture I'm talking about. Bestie, you saw the video already, right? You watched it? This is what I'm talking about. In this picture right here, she is rubbing the back of Puffy Jacket's neck, head area. Oh, she's sitting over here. Her hand is like this. Come on, man. You know? Jenny said, I love meeting with y'all. Y'all make my mornings. Look, I love our time together. I look forward to it. Even when me and Rudy was out having our father-daughter day, I was like, okay, look, I bought her a new toy. She said, Daddy, I want to go home and play with my toy. I said, great. You go home. We'll get home. You do that. I'm going to do my show. I miss my people. She said, yeah, I watched both. Okay, that picture is what I'm talking about then, Bessie, where they're sitting at the table eating, and she's got the white nail polish on. Woo, woo, woo. Yes, a very intimate gesture, especially on my bald head, you know. But yeah, definitely that. And she's got on white nail polish. Boy, boy, boy. If you know, you know. If you don't, you're slow. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Is wicked. That is wicked. Months later.
Rita said, "Sorry, I missed it. Miss what? What part did you miss? Because I want to make sure you know you crew. We got to get you on." Tiffany says, "I'm glad I ain't never wore white nail polish." Listen, I thank you. And like when I see ladies doing it now, I'm just like, Adrian said, most men love a good hair rub. Yes, and I'm speaking from experience. We do, and them chills and tingles. Boy, look at here. Angie B in the building. What's up, Angie B? Natty said, I haven't since. Look, you got it. You got it. That's something, listen, no, nah. Like I said before in one of my shows, man, to all the ladies that's still wearing your nails white, you a different kind of brave, man. And you, if you knew the kind of messages that you sending out, or what, I wouldn't even say that you sending out, because some people may not know, but if you know what that means, or what it's been related to, you'd go right back into that nail salon and change that up. Jenny says, I don't think I ever had YT nails, and I'm not gonna start. Yeah, stay where you at. Don't even. That's a negative. Adrian said, one of my girls wear white toe polish, and I keep telling her, listen, is she there with you now? You need to tell her, come on over here and sit down and listen. And then after that, she needs to go and get the nail polish remover and start all over again without that color. Rita said, I always get white toenail polish. Bestie. She said, but it's only because I like it. I get it, but so does he. Listen, so the thing about that is, yeah, French manicure, yes, that's fine. That's cool. That's cool. White, negative. Like she said, don't do that. Auntie Love in the building. Thank you for that heartbeat. I appreciate that. How are you doing today? Yeah, so listen about the white. Okay. Who said that? Because we need to get that. Read them. So Rita, here's the thing. Hold on. Tiffany said it means you single and ready to mingle. If I had to sum it up. Okay, yeah, that's the best way to do it. Yeah. Great. I'm glad all is well with you. And thank you. Peace and blessings to you, Queen. Thank you so much. Rita says, I'm happily married. Well, listen. Please. Oh, your husband like it? I mean, oh, he like it. I love it. Yeah, you saying your husband likes it? I mean, Adrian said, please explain so I can relay the message. Okay, so here's the thing. And Rita, you can listen in too. So, Puffy Jacket liked Cassie and all the girls that he's had intimate moments with. He liked them to have their fingernails and toenails painted white. So when they are gripping or holding the Smex workers, yeah, and you know, their feet is on he likes the contrast of it. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So she said, Rita said, I've been following the case for a while. Yeah, that's why. Who is that? Miss Fun Size 3. Pin her comment. Miss Fun Size 3. Because I said that was weird. Jessica said that white pops. Yeah. Yes, I said that the same thing. How weird is it, Miss Fun Size 3? I'm glad you said that because I said it in the show. How weird is it that this is a sexual fetish for him and he wants his mother and his daughters to have the same color? Like, how do you think about your mother and your daughter wearing something that sexually gets you off? Like, what? Adrian said you would think he would have them wear glow in the dark polish. Yeah, especially since he got the mask on and stuff like that, right? Look, don't get me wrong. Look, listen, I love a woman that's got cute feet, and I do believe that's great. And even polish, I like red and pink, stuff like that. Whatever. But anything but the white just doesn't do. But then too, it would. I mean. No, I can't even say that because they still get white on it. I just would after this. That's just to me. That's a fashion. No. I just think women should not do it.
Steve Harvey and them are
or be careful
too.
Okay, now Rita, you said your husband. Okay? If that's his thing, and that turns him on, Rita, we cool with you. You definitely do that because we don't need him going nowhere else to get it. So. That's your man, and you do that, and you pleasing your man. And as we talked about earlier in the show, women that please their men, that's perfectly fine. It's great. It's what they should do, right? So if that's what he likes, don't change. Don't change. But Adrian, now your daughter, if she, yeah, Miss Fun Size 3 says I can't do white nails, red lights, white candles. She said he done ruined all of that. Yeah, that's another thing too, though. Think about it. You walk into the room with this guy, and the room is lit up in red. And that's already satanically spooky. Like I get it, Valentine's Day. You trying to say yeah, but nah, not any like. And the thing about it, I've seen videos where he's in the studio, it's red. I've seen videos where he's in like a living room kind of area. Of course, it's a big living room because of, the house, but it's red and they're having a party. It's red. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Tiffany says, yeah, like, who getting sacrificed? Yeah, that. I didn't want to finish it, but yeah. She said, don't get me started on the baby oil. Yeah, that's, I'm just saying. Jessica said the red light district. Now, for real, we have that here in Atlanta. And I remember being teenagers, we would ride down like, oh, there's a red light on there. So, oh, we know what they do. We know what they doing. You know what I mean? Like, man, come on, man. That was on the Boulevard in Ponce and Leon. But, yeah. So that's the white nail polish. Miss Fun Size 3 said in California they have them as well. Yeah, we saw a couple out there too. We saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. We saw 5 of them. And I was like, man. And I forgot where we was. I know we were coming from Santa Monica and going to LA and Hollywood. And I was like, man, this street right here. I mean, they wasn't like next to each other neither. There was like, there was one here, then you go down a couple of blocks, there was another one. And then it go on and so forth, Hey, Grand Rising, little brother. But yeah, out there is weird. But that's the white nail polish, people. I mean, do what you do, but I'm just saying, if you're not married, like our bestie Rita, she's doing it for her man, so we're gonna exclude her. Adrian, you said your daughter. We trying to negate that from taking place anymore. And any other ladies, look, first of all, okay, let me start over. I'm not telling you not to do it. I'm going to go back into my original statement. You are a different kind of brave if you do it. And if you know, like I said, if you know what that symbolizes or what people now go to, their minds go to when you see white nail polish, like you said, that's some trouble that I don't think you're inviting yourself into, but you're probably still going to get that same kind of, look.
Months later, man, you cannot tell me something's not fishy about that, man.
9 tablets of 100 milligram generic Viagra.
Just saying, you want to come up in the box? My little brother says like the whole nail or French tip. No, the whole nail. French pedicure, French manicure. What's it called? Yeah, French. French is okay. I don't think French is. I don't think that messes with him. That's not his turn on. Antonia, welcome in. How are you doing? Oh, okay.
She decided to go public with Diddy, she deleted her tribute to Kim Porter from her Instagram page.
French manicure,
she wrote,
not that.
Having a hard time
all
processing this one. You were such a beautiful person inside and out. I'm so glad
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking.
And missed you the last
Welcome to
time
hashtag I'm going to say
Your energy was truly something special. An angel on earth and now in heaven. R.I.P. Mama Kim. People felt a type of way when she deleted the tribute and she got dragged for it. But what we didn't know at the time was that things were about to get even shadier. We're not even going to get into the fact that Diddy was 28 years older than Lori was at the time, or the fact that he had known her since she was a teenager because he and Steve Harvey ran in similar social circles. See, after Cassie filed her lawsuit, fans started to put 2 and 2 together, and we found out that she always had her nails painted white when she was with Diddy. Cassie claimed in her lawsuit that Diddy allegedly forced his female partners to...
Bestie, you didn't tell me they were going to talk about it.
get their nails done in white because he enjoyed the stark contrast against the dark skin of the male escorts he allegedly arranged. Fans started talking about how Lori allegedly did freak-offs with Diddy, but according to Future, it allegedly went deeper than that. Y'all remember that weird vacation that Diddy and Lori took with Lori's parents, Steve and Marjorie? Well, word on the streets is that Lori was allegedly tricking with Diddy, if you know what I mean. Now, we don't know if Steve and Marjorie knew what she was up to, or if they thought that they were just going on a cute vacation with their daughter and her boo thing who was closer to their age than to Lori, but we're not going to get into that. What we are going to get into are the reports that Future is now claiming that Diddy allegedly paid Lori $1 million to go on the vacation with him. Say what now? Chili. I don't even want to imagine how freaky things got during the trip. Diddy's freak-offs, where he didn't even pay the female part.
How many women you think are taking that $1 million?
Yeah, you did.
How many women?
Okay, that's fine. That's, hey, I've accidentally requested it before too. It's okay.
Is like, I mean, her daddy is rich. She don't need the money. She don't need it. I think it's more about like the exposure, the whole relevancy.
I'm gonna tell y'all this, and I don't. Again, this is just hearsay, in amongst the celebrity pockets and stuff like that. It was stated that she did that. She was with Puffy Jacket because her dad is not her real dad. Angel, thank you for that heart me. Welcome in. How you doing? Steve put her to that. He put her up to that. That's what's said. I'm not saying it's true. I'm saying it was said. I'm not saying alleged because I'm not saying that it's true. I'm just saying it was said.
Like what? A lot of people are so addicted to fame that they will do whatever it takes to stay relevant. You know, I'm being honest here. And I said this about Kim Kardashian. Like, I'm not sure, like, what Lori Harvey does. Like, what is her actual job?
Me either.
You know what I mean? Like, what does she do? So, $1 million, she's like, oh, yeah. I'm just saying, like, all this stuff rumored about Diddy, you know, even though he did get charged for all the stuff that would have put him away for life, but all this other stuff, I'm pretty sure people knew and they caught wind about what was going on.
Pretty sure.
Even people like Steve Harvey, because he's part of the industry, as far as, you know, being in the know. You know, he's in the culture. So, I mean, his daughter is grown at the end of the day. She can make her own decisions. It wasn't nothing illegal about what her and Diddy were doing, but it's just about the lengths people will go. Like the morals, man, they're just going out the window, you know?
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
Not legal, but weird.
Partners got so out of hand that they had
I mean, not illegal, but weird.
At IBS afterwards. To be fair, we don't know for sure if Lori did freaky things with Diddy, but going by Future's claims, as well as the reports from his exes, well, I'm going to let y'all put the pieces of the puzzle together because I'm not going to spell it out for you. Girl, Future is committed to being messy AF because the only reason he would bring back this drama from all those years ago is to humiliate Lori. But anywho, I want to know how y'all feel about him exposing Lori like this.
All right. Okay. Okay. So that's it. The panels are now open. We got like 20 minutes. Let's. The panel's open. Put a 1 in the live. I got you. Just saying. I think. Yep. Okay, I got you, just saying. Put a 1 in the live. You want to come to the panel? Let's talk. How you doing, Bestie?
Good. You know, sometimes like when stuff like this happens, I want to think that maybe it's because they are not relevant anymore. So doing stuff like this makes them relevant to society and get more clout. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
In fact, to your point of what you're saying, when I said that people were saying that Steve put her up to this, that is basically what it was for, because he wanted to stay relevant in the business. And of course, he eventually got the, what was it, Family Feud. He had some show where he's a judge, you know. So, to your point, you're right. You're right on the money with that.
Yeah, because like nowadays, you don't hear much about Steve anymore. You don't hear anything. And so for now all of this to come back out, I mean, why, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. And so it definitely makes me believe that Future is probably telling the truth. You know, like you said, he's not how he was when he had his own TV show, the Steve Harvey Show. He's not as big as he was when they had the Kings of Comedy tour. You know?
Yeah. So why, for someone to bring anything up, why wouldn't they have done it when he was big versus now?
Yeah. Yeah, and I didn't hear about none of this. The only thing, okay, now we're gonna go into that. My little brother said, "Why Future being a weirdo?" Look, Future crashes out over X is a lie. I'm gonna be honest. I said that. I'm for sure. But the only thing that was said, and I'm taking this from Mary. I think Mary was Steve's second wife. I believe she was. All right. So I'm saying allegedly because I wasn't there, but this is what she was saying, and she didn't come out with it then too, not because she didn't tell, but because he was using his power and his fame, celebrityism, to prevent it from coming out. But Essie Berry interviewed her, and Mary stated that back then, like right when Steve was starting to make it in the industry, he went to visit what is it, Bill Cosby and his wife. They invited Steve and Mary over for dinner.
Yeah, I heard that Steve and what's his name were really good friends actually.
You talking about him and Bill Cosby?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. and what and so she said, "This is Mary. This is not me. This is Mary." Hey, Bella Cruella, how you doing? Welcome in. She stated, Bestie, that it got to be late, so she left, right? And Steve said he was gonna stay there a little longer, and that he would come home later on. Now Mary said when he came home smelling like boom boom. You know.
See, and that's weird to me too, because when you're a couple and you go somewhere as a couple, you leave as a couple.
That's how I've always rolled. That's how I always roll. Now I'll tell you this: when I was, and this was years ago, but when I was going to pledge into a Masonic lodge here, right? One of the things that they told me was, okay, they're gonna have to come to my house and interview me, but nobody could be around. My wife couldn't be around, my kids couldn't be around. It had to be us, right? And they told me that if I were to ever pass away, like I guess this was like one of the benefits of being one. Um, if I was to join them or that lodge, pledge that lodge, if anything was to happen to me where I was unalived or no longer living, that my kids and my wife would be taken care of. To the point where one of the brothers of the lodge that I was looking to become a member of, if he married my wife, it's okay. That's how I was like, pause. No, I'm not for this. So that's the only time like I've ever been to where it was like, okay, well, you can't come as a couple, even though there's you know we're going to see other couples. That's the only time. But like if we went to eat with our friends, we're gonna leave together. Now I don't know if Mary did this because she isn't of the industry. She wasn't no celebrity or anything like that. Um, and so I don't know if that's maybe she felt like she wasn't. How can I put this nice? She wasn't. Hmm, put it like this: she wasn't part of that crowd. Like she didn't belong there. I guess that's what she thinks. I don't know. I can't. I'm not in her head. I agree with you though. If we came together, we leaving together.
Absolutely. Do we know why they eventually divorced?
Well, I can only tell you what she stated, and she stated that there was this room in the house that Steve forbade her and the kids to go into. It was his
Oh, that's
secret
right.
room.
I remember being on here when you were talking about that because I was
Okay.
like, that's unalive type crap there.
Yes. 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 So that's why she said she left him. And of course he was abusive to the kids and her. Now, she stated she did try to go to I think it was in Texas, I think. But she tried to go and tell, but he had enough money to, alter things going on. Let's get cheeky with it. Welcome in, Bestie.
Yeah, there's
So
power in that money.
absolutely. Power and money is like that's the new justice right there. If you got it, you can pretty much get away with anything.
I mean, look at Diddy.
Prime
Or I'm
example.
sorry, Puppy Jacket.
Yeah, prime example, right? So that and like you said, I could see why she would divorce him for that too. Now, the things that she said she's seen on the computer, as far as the gray corn and the Vaseline that was in the desk where the computer was, uh, from the way she's putting it, he was pleasing himself to the gray corn. So you know that if anybody wants to go on YouTube, look up Essie Berry, and it'll say Mary Harvey. That's what we're talking about. You can hear all that. Hey, and did I talk about what he did to Winton on there? She said he did to Winton on there, Bessie.
I don't remember that name being brought up, but I could have, had to work or got a phone call or something.
Oh, okay. So yeah, she was saying that he uh whipped his son with a belt, but the buckle of it, and one of them things where when you're little and you get a whipping wherever you move is where you get hit. Well, he hit
You
him
better
in
move
his
them hands.
Right, you got to move the hand. He hit him. He hit Witten in his no spot in the front, and it caused him to urinate blood. And so,
Oh no.
yeah, she talks about all. That's why I was saying earlier when it come to him, the things that said about him, he's not. I don't want to hear anything about him giving any kind of um advice to anybody on how to be a parent or anything like that. I mean, his son Witten actually moved out the country. He don't even from this whole being scarred by Steve. He don't even stay here in the country. So
See, and I heard that. He was, like that toward his wife, but I didn't know kids too.
yeah, yeah. A lot of them are not necessarily upset that, but they don't understand why he treats Lori better than he treats his own. Right? Like he's got one kid he doesn't even acknowledge. I think they're twins, if I'm not mistaken. But in any event, he doesn't even acknowledge them. But he praises Lori, and Lori's not even his real child. That's Marjorie's child.
I couldn't imagine how those children feel about that.
Yeah, it's got to be a hard feeling to think that. And I speak from me. Like I said, I've been transparent, and I spoke about this. My biological father claims the 4 stepchildren of his, and not me.
Right.
Okay, I'm about to end it in a second. Okay. And not me. So, and even at 48, I navigate with that better. But when I was, like I said, when I was like 4, 3, 4, 8, coming up like, especially 3 and 4, because back then, hey, Uncle C-Dog said, hey, Rudy, when I was 3 and 4, back then, hey, baby, my daughter just came in. Hey, your sister said she love you. Look, there's sister right there. Okay. Look. Sister. When I was that age, I was big on G.I. Joe. And so by him being in the military, I thought he was friends with G.I. Joe. So it was a big thing for me to even, want to hear from him or for him to be my father. I thought that was, the coolest thing. But as I got older, she said, hey, girl. And then as I got older, I stopped caring about him in that way. The resentment formed. So I can only imagine how they feel about. And we dealing with a father who is definitely capable of taking care of them and chooses not to.
And see, the thing is too, when you're young like that, you don't know no better, so you think it's just normal.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I did. Like it's crazy you say that because yeah, I did. I would always go over my grandparents or his parents. I would go over their house and I'd be like, "Have you heard from my dad?" And they'd be like, well, "No, I ain't talked to him since then." But I knew at that age the cool thing he was in the army. I knew he was in Germany in the army, and so I just thought that was cool and it was normal to me. It really, I'm gonna be honest with you, Bessie. It didn't hit me until I got like 13, 12, 13, 14. That's when I really realized, that this is no, I'm not for this. And I got to see my mom work hard. I remember a conversation. I can take you exactly where we was, but I remember having a conversation with my mom, and I asked her, "Why you don't sue him for child support?" And she said to me, "Baby, he knows he has responsibility, and if he doesn't want to take care of his responsibility, then I can do it. I'll do it on my own." And so I asked her, "Well, can I sue him?" like, like this is. I'm thankful my mom did that and she was strong, but at the end of the day, what he was doing wasn't right. And then when I got to my grandfather, his father passed away, and I told you I was close to him. But when he passed away and we were at his funeral, that was the first time I literally saw my biological, you know. And I tried to give him a chance after that. At this point, uh, my daughter that I was just saying hey to on here, her mother was pregnant with her at this time. I'm getting ready to graduate and go to college. And my mother asked me, we got out of church one day, she said, you want to go see your father? And I was like, well, yeah, we'll go over there. I talk to him. I mean, it's been, what, 17, 18 years. I guess we might as well talk, And so I tried to give him a chance, Bessie, and he still was on the same BS. So now, nah.
Well, good riddance. It's his loss.
Thank you. Yeah, and you know what? And that's the only good thing about it. The only good thing about him doing that, Bessie, is it let me know what not to do to my kids.
Amen.
That's all. That's all. But yeah, you're right about all of this. You at work?
Yeah, always.
She said the story of my life. Okay. I appreciate you coming up. I'm going to go ahead and end the live because she's hungry. So
Yeah, you better get her some food. She'll turn into a little gremlin.
Wait. I know. I'm Bud, so I got to get on my job.
Yeah, you can drop me down, and it was good chatting with you.
Hey, I appreciate it. Take care. Have a good day. Thank you for coming up so much. Yeah. Let's get cheeky with it. I got to go feed Rudy. I got to feed the baby. But you all know what we got to do before we close out the show. And that is we have to play our entrance song, theme music, created by my little brother, Mr. Matthew Collins. Just in the live. It's W. Matthew. You did? Just learn biological parents, medical history. Man, I hope it turns out good for you.
Sugar-coated lies.
Bessie, you have a great rest of your day too as well. You all have a great day. Hold on, I'll let you close it out. Hold on a second. Oh, you want to?
So high and so strong. But the truth's gonna break through before too long. Every single day, the same damn old game. Pointing all the fingers, nobody takes the blame. This pressure's building, it's starting to crack. Ain't no turning back now, ain't no holding back. I'm about to say it, yeah, I'm about to scream. Tired of the fake smiles, living in a dream. The real life's bleeding out in the cold. Gotta break the mold, gotta let it unfold.
With it. Bye, Rudy.
I'm about to say it. Every single word.
Don't forget, go on YouTube, subscribe to Tay Retta Vision Films, and watch the hottest new web series, Dope Girls, as your self-proclaimed favorite news reporter and host stars on that web series as Stacks. Also, go and follow #True Podcast here on TikTok or on YouTube, where he highlights independent wrestlers, current and former independent wrestlers. There's one more I'm forgetting too, and I can't think of which one it was. Oh yes, Global Impact Wrestling TV on YouTube. Go and follow that as well. Like I said, we are on a hiatus right now, but definitely go and follow so that way you can keep up with when we come back. Okay?
I'm about to say it, yeah, I'm about to scream. Tired of the fake smiles, living in a dream. The real life's bleeding
Bye, Rudy.
out in the cold.
Rita said later, Rudy.
Gotta let it unfold. I'm about to say it.
She's reading y'all comments on the other phone here.
Every single word. The uncomfortable truth finally gonna be heard.
You like that? You reading them?
Can you feel it now? The tension in the air, the weight of the world, a burden to bear. But we can't stay silent, we can't look away. Gotta find a new voice, gotta find a new day. I'm about to say it, yeah, I'm about to scream.
Hold on. There's you not sold. You like that song?
Out in the cold, gotta break the mold, gotta let it unfold. I'm about to say it. Every single word. Uncomfortable truth finally gonna be heard. I'm gonna say
you listening? Hey. Let me get mine out first. Hey, thank you all for joining the hashtag I'm gonna say it today. Peace and blessings. I love you all.
Bye.
That was good.